Dear colleagues, this is a speech about influencers. A word of caution, I will be very biased in the way I talk about them, as you will probably understand from my speech. First thing first, who are influencers? They are people just like you and me, except they boast a huge following on social media. We're talking about thousands, if not millions of followers. All of these followers are spread across the world and over a plethora of social media platforms. Influencers are very active on YouTube. They may have their own channel, for instance, but also on Facebook, Instagram. Some of them even have blogs where they post regularly, and so on and so forth. The name influencer indicates that these people may be able to influence other people. With that, I'm not obviously saying that they push these people to commit suicide, but at the same time, they may influence their behavior. For instance, influencers may recommend their followers to go and watch a specific movie because they really enjoyed it. And their followers may well do so, so go and watch said movie. However, little do they know that when an influencer is recommending a specific movie, he or she is doing so because the production company has asked him or her to recommend the movie, so as to obviously boost their sales. The same applies to when influencers recommend specific brands of makeup or specific restaurants and so on and so forth. By working together with specific brands, influencers can build real empires. We're talking about millions of pounds, euros, dollars, you name it. Just out of curiosity, the biggest influencer in 2017 was Selena Gomez. This singer apparently manages to gain 1 million followers every month. And this is obviously quite a lot. Personally, I do not agree with the concept of influencers. I find that they are very entitled, and I also believe that because they are used to working with very big brands, nowadays they just expect a lot of things for free. Let me tell you about something that happened a couple of years ago. Ellen Darby, a UK influencer present on mostly YouTube and Instagram, was at the center of a very controversial event a couple of years back. This 22-year-old girl, with thousands of followers on various social platforms, as I said, decided that she wanted to spend the St. Valentine's weekend in Dublin with her boyfriend. So far, so good. Except she contacted a 4-star hotel that she really liked, wrote a letter to the owner, asking to stay at the hotel for 4 nights for free. In exchange, she said, she would have posted a story on Instagram advertising the hotel and told all of her followers on YouTube that this was a perfect establishment and the perfect location to spend your Valentine's Day. You can obviously imagine that the owner was not impressed, and his answer was no. And more than that, he actually posted a very long and detailed but polite answer on Facebook, saying that he was flattered that Ellen Darby had chosen his establishment, but that he found it a bit puzzling that she was asking to stay at his hotel for free. Who is going to pay the waiter that will serve you breakfast in the morning? He said. Who is going to pay the cleaners that will come and clean your room every day? Am I perhaps to tell these people that they will get exposure on social media in lieu of payment? The post on Facebook was shared multiple times, and many started to comment underneath it, obviously directing abuse to the influencer, to Ellen Darby, calling her a freeloader, telling her that she was entitled, and so on and so forth. Ellen Darby replied by posting a video on her YouTube channel. In the video, she starts by saying that she's a nice person, that she had the best of intentions when she contacted the owner in the first place, that she was not expecting such a reaction from other users and the owner himself, and then she breaks down in tears because she says that this has had a very strong emotional toll on her. Now, if I were Ellen Darby, or if I were famous to start with, and I wanted to spend a couple of nights at a specific hotel, I would never dream to contact the owner and ask him or her to allow me to stay for free. Instead, I would probably use TripAdvisor or Trivago or something along those lines to book the hotel, and then perhaps wait to see if the hotel management recognizes the name of a celebrity staying at their establishment, and whether they then offer me a room upgrade, free water, free food, or something along those lines. This has been a very controversial episode, something that we're still hearing about today. In case you're interested, there is a survey online where you can decide whether you agree more with the owner of the hotel and his reaction, or with Ellen Darby and her request. Suffice it to say that at the moment the owner of the hotel is winning, and by a mile. Thank you.